Welcome back to the Interstate Championships here at Stockton Beach at Newcastle. It's down to the final race. It's relay time and it's double points time. And it's significant in the race for the overall title because New South Wales needs to finish with at least a boat in between them and Queensland to have any chance of winning. This is how they line up for the relay. They start with the reserve grade men. They will then hit the beach, tag the under 19 men crews, who will then go out on this shortened course at Stockton. When they come in, it's the under 23 men's turn to do their bit for their state. Then it's the turn of the under 23 women. That'll be something to look out for as well before the Premier Crews bring it home. The Open women. Ken Chugan do the job again. The Hunters from Queensland, they will be tough to run down while we finish with the Open men. North Stain from New South Wales looking to redeem themselves, while the men from Mooloolaba will be looking for another big finish as well. The reserve grade men will get us away. Grant Wilkinson, you will certainly be down there very soon in the boat, but for now it's pretty exciting because it's relay time. Every boat involved.
That's right, every division here, everyone's supporting each other right down on the beachfront, right on the finish line there, and it's New South Wales after a great start, and we really need it here.
Absolutely, it's double points, so that means everything in the race for overall honours. New South Wales, as I said at the start of the race, need to finish with at least a boat in between them and Queensland to have a realistic chance.
Yeah, looks like Richard Bridie, they're getting a good start, but South Australia looks like in Ali 6, they've had a fantastic start. As you said, a shortened course here. So as soon as they clear the waves, they haven't got too long before they're into the buoy turn and they'll get first crack at those waves.
It really is a case of just simply get in the seat, grip and rip. You can see that's where they're turning. So it is very quick. It's all about power and strength.
And New South Wales just coming around there. Queensland looks like next to them, and South Australia up there as well as Western Australia.
Indeed, you've called it well. It is New South Wales just ahead of Queensland, WA, South Australia, Victoria and Tasmania with some work to do. But the waves are coming. Look at it in that far alley. It's been favouring the southern alley all day and it looks like it's doing it again.
South Australia just coming out of the turn, and you look at them, Sweep's got them just sitting there relaxing as New South Wales, a bow lifted up in the air, and they just dropped off the back of that wave. But South Australia coming through here, it looks like.
Oh, it means everything. South Australia have made up a mountain of ground here. New South Wales looked like they were going to come in with a huge lead, but look at them. At the top of screen, South Australia it is, who have stormed home here. Now, they have to get out, race up the beach, come around the flag, come back and tag their next crew. So the run up the beach just as... Oh, they've tumbled here. New South Wales, it's all going wrong for them. They were leading. Now they're back in the pack.
Craig Hadford from New South Wales, they're really struggling on the run leg. Boat rowers aren't renowned for being the fastest runners, and they're using their legs in the boat. So they're getting out while their legs are absolutely exhausted, then having to run and tag their next crew.
Oh, look at the Queenslanders. They love it. He threw himself at his opposing crew. You'd see he was flat out on his feet. As you say, their legs must have just been burning with lactic after that leg they had to do. Then he has to run up the beach, come back as they set fire now in the second leg. It's the under 19 men now with the job.
And New South Wales, a very poor run leg. You've got to realise that most of the boat races will finish in the water, so it's not something that they would always practice doing the run leg after rowing.
Yeah, quite incredible. New South Wales looked like they were leading so well there. The reserve grade crew got them out to a great lead, but just the stumble out of the boat, the poor changeover, they're really back in the field now and a really big job at hand because, as we know, they are second on the overall point score. Just look at how the field is spread out now already. We know that will change as this relay progresses because different crews, there's different strengths. This race far from over. It really is one to watch, the relay.
And New South Wales doing a good job to catch up here, but look like Queensland around in front. You're right, long way to catch up here, but as we saw in the first race, South Australia had just come out of the turn on their favoured southern end and picked up a wave, and it looks like Queensland here just pulling down a little run. This should give them a nice comfortable buffer. At the top of screen, South Australia doing well, pulling up onto a wave again and bringing them back up onto Queensland, it looks like.
Oh, right place at the right time. If you don't mind South Australia, look at them. They were several boat lengths back there, now right on the heels of the Queensland under-19 men's crew. This race well and truly on. South Australia do have the pick of the lanes, though, and they are making the most of it.
Absolutely, and that's, as they say, that's the luck of the surf. South Australia making the most out of that favourite
another tumble there from Queensland. Oh, he's over again. He just can't find his feet. How much time has that cost the Queenslanders? We saw what it did for New South Wales on the first changeover. Now Queensland look like they're victims, and South Australia, they're in front.
South Australia, 2 legs, 2 fantastic waves from the Cairns. They're really making the most of that Southern Alley.
Absolutely. Great stuff from South Australia. Of course, it has been New South Wales and Queensland dominating today, but South Australia proving they don't have a mortgage on pride. They don't have a mortgage on passion. They've got the momentum. They're in front and they are fighting hard. They will not be run down as we move into the under-23 men leg.
And you see South Australia, the top of screen, getting out in clear water. New South Wales and Queensland, just a few little bounces to go over. It's really not much, but it just slows them up enough. And the main problem here is New South Wales and Queensland could be concentrating on each other. They're racing each other. For South Australia at the top of screen, their fairy tale very well becoming true.
Absolutely. The last race of the day, the big one, the relay, double points. Be great to see them feature heavily in this one because it could force them up into a top 3 placing. But as we know, it really is a match race between two for the overall point score. New South Wales and Queensland. You are racing here with the under-23 state representative from the Blues, the boys from Bagola on Sydney's northern beaches. They know they have to get not just ahead of Queensland, they have to start gapping the Queenslanders if they are to feature on the overall point score. And look at South Australia yet again in the far alley. Wilco, you've been calling it all day. That is the alley to be.
And South Australia, again, making the most of that Southern Alley, the wave, that 3rd wave in a row. Good for them.
Well, Wilco, we better let you go. Of course, you've got a big job to do with the Open Women. Good luck. We'll talk to you through your leg of the race. But let's get back to the relay action. As it stands, South Australia, not just with their noses in front, their streets ahead now. They are first on the beach. Now they hit the flag. The race is back now for the under-23 men to tag the under-23 women's crews. That's Bagola boys under-23 men's. They're on the sand, but South Australia already in the seats, already stroking. They are away. They are building a big lead here. Queensland and New South Wales look like they are fighting for the minor placings, but the boys in blue look like they have fought their way. Oh, Queensland, he's gone to the wrong crew. Not just the wrong crew, 2 boats away. A huge mistake there from the men in maroon. He finally gets to tag the under-23 crew. They are away. That would have cost them all sorts of time as South Australia now try and build on their lead. They get a bit of a smashing through the early breakers here at Stockton, but they have a huge lead. Well, that was costly from the Maroons. We've seen some mistakes already in this relay, but that was a costly one again. That's what happens in the race for the Interstate Championship. Pressure can get to the best of them. The Ostomy crew, though, has a job here for the Blues. Can they get them back in front? Big job ahead, of course. South Australia well and truly in front. Grant Wilkinson is standing by. He's ready to take his Allura crew out in the open women's leg, which is the second last leg of the relay. A huge job ahead. They know they have to chase down the Queenslanders. Wilco, you're holding down second place. How's it looking from where you're watching it?
Yeah, not too bad. We're in second, so the pressure's on here. We'll see how we go with this one. The South Australia in front. So.
Indeed, they are. The real surprise packets, mate.
Yeah, they are the surprise packet. Alley 6, it's been favoured alley all day. So we've got our work cut out for us in front, but see how we go here.
All right, Wilco, you get ready. The Open Women's will soon be in the water. You are on board with Ostomy, though. They have pushed New South Wales up into second place. This is the crew they have to try and chase down. It's South Australia. They've hit something of dead water. Has their luck run out? Of course, we've been watching all their earlier crews get great runs into the beach. Has South Australia's run come to an end? We'll have to wait and see. Indeed, they do hit the beach now. That is the first crew in from the under-23 women's leg. Plenty of pace too from the South Australians as the Blues hit the water now. Ostomy has New South Wales up into second place. But it's Southport who have the job now in the Open Women's for South Australia. There it is, the tap on the board. They've hit the sheets. Don Alexander, one of the absolute icons, one of the legends of the sport. In fact, he's the oldest competitive sweep at this level in Australia. They didn't have much luck in their race, it must be said, but they have a big job ahead here. They can build on South Australia's lead. Of course, the powerhouse states, though, of New South Wales and Queensland will have plenty to say. That's Tugun, the Tugun Hunters. They were oh so good in the Open Women's Final. Oh, look at them, stretching out of their seats. They are putting absolutely everything into this one. The Bassingthwaite bookends doing a job there for Tugun as they try and chalk down this lead that has been built up by South Australia. There's Grant Wilkinson crew, the Allura crew, the open women representatives from New South Wales. They are in the water. They are hitting good pace as well. Of course, they got smashed off the line in their own race. Of course, the memories of that one long forgotten now. There's a big job to be done in the relay here at Stockton. It's getting a little bit messy too because the back markers are still coming out as the leaders head in here. It is South Australia, the crew from Southport, with their noses in front. But look at this. Queensland, New South Wales, they've both got a runner from the turn of the Cairns. Of course, it's a shortened course. Look at Tugan. They are powering themselves right back into this one. New South Wales still on the pace. Grant Wilkinson looks like he's got Allura on something of a runner here. Can they get on top of this one? He's got him. Wilco, you superstar. Allura on a runner here. Can they chalk down Southport? It looks like indeed they have caught up. They are now neck and neck with the Southport girls, the girls from South Australia. They hit the beach first, but here is Allura. They are on the sand now as well. Can they catch them? The sprint, oh so important. We've seen a few crews already make a mess of it. Not so now the girls in the open women. South Australia, though, back. It looks like they are getting back to their open men's crew first of all. Indeed, they had their tagging their Southport men. Great job, Southport women. It is South Australia holding down first place. Queensland, they have closed the gap. They're still in third place, but the men from Mooloolaba, we know just how good they are. Look at them. Power off the line through the shore break here at Stockton. They have to close the gap on New South Wales. Of course, North Stain made an absolute mess of their final. Can the men from the northern beaches of New South Wales in Sydney, as they power through, they're trying to redeem themselves after that horrible mistake in their final. Not only do they have to get ahead of Queensland, they have to put a boat in between them. That boat is Southport from South Australia, and they are closing the gap as they head out to the Cairns. Southport, you can see the top right of screen. They have their noses in front. They are turning around. But now North Stain hit the Cairns. They need a big turn up. Oh, so important here. Of course, that's where they made a meal of things in the open final. Southport searching for a runner. Will the waves come? Will they hit dead water? Oh, we're set up for a grandstand finish. Look at the crews. All the states now. All the crews. They're watching on, willing for the open men to get home first. Southport have done such a great job for South Australia throughout this relay. It's going to be a blanket finish. Here comes North Stain, New South Wales. Can they get a runner? Can they pip Southport on the line? Oh, look at this, Southport. They've got a wave. They've got a wave, Southport. South Australia are going to win the relay here at the Interstate Championships. And just look at the other crews, the hands in the air. They have got the job done. Yes, they were in the favoured alley, but they had to beat the might of New South Wales and Queensland to do it. Hats off to you, South Australia. Massive finish for them. A great win. They are celebrating as one. That's what it's all about at the Interstate Championships. The relay, what a finish for them. New South Wales in second, but it's not going to be good enough, I fancy, for the overall title. Queensland coming in third, but this finish has all been about one state, South Australia.
Just sensational effort by the whole crews. We rode really well and we were pretty determined right from the start. We're always around the mark, but, you know, seemed to bloody just get not the luck, but yeah, that time we just rode hard and just bloody got right into it, so it was sensational.
We're the pride of South Australia. We're the mighty.
Oh, the celebrations, they will last long, and so they should for South Australia. Great finish to the day for them. But your champions for the Interstate title race is Queensland. 69 points. They finished just one ahead of New South Wales. South Australia in third. Western Australia, Victoria and Tasmania is how they finished. On behalf of Grant Wilkinson and the entire crew, thanks for watching. It's been great to bring you all the action. We'll see you next time.